Another moment. It's real in the fields. The PYO boys.
Woo!
Heavy in effect.
Yes, sir.
I can't believe what's going on right now. I can't believe my ears.
We are here.
This is a celebratory day.
We are here.
We moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get salacious on here.
Mm-hmm.
As I've said before, this is the Unbutton the Top Button on Your Polo podcast. We sipping right now currently tequila that we can't pronounce, but we've been drinking for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot. We won't mention them because they don't pay us. So it don't even matter that we can't pronounce their name.
Exactly.
Sip with me, audience.
Just know it's the dark tequila.
I believe they call it reposado.
Respasado.
Niggas said they call that bitch respiratory. Listen though, it's Billy Black in the building.
It's your motherfucking boy Biggs.
Another goddamn day.
We in here.
I don't know what the title of this episode is gonna be. It might have to be shit games, cause we was just having a story. We was just having a crack at quite a tale, if you will, a falling out between two of our brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Actually, but yeah, a falling out between a brother and a guy that we liked at a point. You know what? It's the PYO boys,
right?
And niggas don't support us, so niggas won't listen.
Yep.
So you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Right?
Let's keep it a stat.
So this is a situation between a man's and a half of ours. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Long story short, these niggas have gotten into it. It's gotten physical, all type of shit, right? And everybody could kind of understand where it's coming from, where the energy is coming from. It's just that there's a special type of animosity between these two. And things have escalated to a point where one day, my man's had arisen from his slumber to find that someone had set ablaze a bag of shite outside
his front door.
Outside his front door. The old shit in the bag and lighting on fire.
Now, granted, this is an apartment building.
Oh.
This is not a front porch. This is not a family house. This is not a brownstone. This is in front of his door in an apartment building. That is crazy to me.
Fam, niggas.
Crazy.
How much fury, how much hate a nigga has to have in his heart for you.
To play with shit. To go and play with shit. To go and like fathom, like to go and think about it, right? And be like, yo, I'm about to go and get some shit. Whether it may be my shit or some dog shit, cat shit, bird shit, don't know. But went and found some shit to go put in a paper bag that you went and found as well. Right? To set ablaze and put it in said door.
You shite the man down like that, bro. And so obviously niggas is furious. People
get thumbed up for less.
People get thumbed up for less?
For less.
So you think that a thumbing up is in order? You think somebody should have hands put on them? You think justice should be served in this type of situation? Is what you're saying?
100%. Now, granted, nobody knows who did it, but you know, there's a lot of speculation.
That's the other thing. What if bro ain't do it?
And listen, there's a possibility. But don't you think with everything happening within the time frame that it happened in,
like niggas ain't never burned doodle in front of my door before.
You know what I'm saying?
I get into it with you.
I think not.
I get into it with you, and all of a sudden it's a shitstorm outside. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
shit
saying?
Like that don't really happen like that. And that shit had got to remind me about a story that my aunt told me. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we third world babies. You know what I'm saying? We first generation American citizens.
Right.
We was born here, our parents wasn't. So sometimes we get a hold of some stories that don't necessarily make sense to us. Mm-hmm. Niggas getting their ass whipped for coming home with wrinkled clothing.
Mm-hmm. Not even just ass whooping, like some real like
phenomenal
torture shit going on for real.
I remember my mother telling me a story of her. She was the oldest, right? So she often had to sacrifice for her younger siblings.
Right.
So I remember her siblings was playing around the house and there was food cooking and they knocked down the food. She said,
pie?
Whatever they knocked down. And she said she just shed a gangster tear because she knew that was her food. You know what I'm saying? Because they was younger, so they had to eat. So you know what I'm saying? She ain't do too much. She ain't get out of line, but she you know what I mean, she had a little tear for the food she thought she was gonna eat because I guess she really was hungry. You know what I'm saying? But every now and again, you get a story like that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So my aunt,
simple but heartbreaking.
yeah, my aunt was in fucking in Trinidad. She had a bully. Her and her friends had a bully. It was like, yo, what we gonna do? It was some big bitch. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me. This young one. You know, for big bitches. Give it up for big bitches. We love them. Right. We love big bitches.
We're gonna empower that word.
But this was apparently for a child. This was a big bitch, right. And she was washing them up. Mm-hmm. She was in school washing them up just for nothing. Up everybody. Cold washing these bitches up. Damn. And my aunt said on the way home, my aunt was a phenomenal baker. On the way home, they got some dog shite. And they baked it into a cake because she was taking their lunches.
Yo.
And they brought it to school. And she stole it.
Yo.
And she ate it. And that bitch went to the hospital.
Oh.
Fucking with my family, you dumb bitch. I
didn't see that coming.
That bitch went to the hospital.
Oh.
And probably never stopped bullying niggas. Probably just figured she had a bad day. Probably never even fixed her. Probably didn't even fix her little red wagon. Just had to take the revenge.
Just casually giving people E. coli poisoning.
Moral of the story is don't bully because you're going to eat some shite. Yup. It's happening, bro. You're going to eat some shite, bro.
That's insane.
No cap.
I thought they only did that shit in the movie.
Nah, you got to do that to your ops, to your enemies. That was a perfectly played chess move. I'm going to just allow you to do what you do. Mm-hmm. You can't help yourself. You feel so entitled to my shit that it doesn't even cross your mind that I know you're going to take my shit.
And for that, I'm going to bake shit into it so that you can go ahead and take it.
You know what I mean? You think you dominating niggas so much they never even cross. And that's a sick situation. Like,
yeah.
Teething food from niggas is nasty work. Because you stealing this man food on the regular. Or this woman food on the regular, it's nothing to put something in the food. Yeah. If I know I'm not eating this, this is now just a petri dish to me.
That's why I don't understand people who like try to like disrespect anybody handling your food.
I'll be tight.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, if you out with me, man, friend, date, whatever it is, nigga, man, and we are out somewhere and somebody else is preparing our food behind another wall, you better be fucking nice. I don't give a fuck if they're rude. What the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, that is the easiest way to get some wild miscellaneous products or any type of craziness inside of your food.
You never want anything hawked into your food. You never want a nigga to hawk anything in your shit. But that's the other thing. Like, one thing that I've noticed, and you know what? We going all the way there. But one thing that I've noticed is like, certain people, when they're around people who they perceive as being there to serve them, it gets real nasty. Like I've seen people who I like respect in certain ways get like this, where it's like whenever you're at a restaurant, somebody just feels like I'm gonna talk to the waiter staff how I want to talk to these niggas.
However I please, and that's so crazy to me.
I'd be like, whoa.
And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be nice to you because that's their job. You know what I mean? Like that rare time where, you know, you might catch somebody having a real bad day and they wearing it on their face, but it's just like, yo, they're in the hospitality business. This is what they do.
Yo, and me and you have a unique perspective on this because we've worked in service capacities before. Not necessarily as waiters, but just in capacities where we've been serving customers, right? Mm-hmm. And like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, I remember one time when I used to work at Starbucks, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't have to work at Starbucks to know how espressos work. When espressos get made, there's very little human intervention that really can occur. Somebody could just leave your cup sitting on the shit. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or somebody could take too long to pull the lever on the machine. But your espresso is generally going to take how long it takes for an espresso machine to make your fucking espresso. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And I remember these two. And I don't think it particularly matters that they was white. Because I really, I don't know enough about this interaction to have read race into it. So I simply, race is not a fact in it. But these two white chicks come in and they're like, you know, and I'm talking to my coworker as I'm making their drink. I'm on the bar. And I said, oh, and I'm going to do something else. And you know, this girl looked me dead in my jibs and said, yeah, and you're going to put a little pep in your step?
Whoa. Oh my God.
And
give it up for the pep in the step.
Yeah, she washed me. She washed me up. Cold smoked me. Smoked me. In front of my coworkers and all.
Oh, give it up for the pep in the step.
And God bless me.
Whoa.
God bless my A1 customer service.
Right.
I said nothing. I looked her dead in her face like a old knowledgeable slave. And I like a slave who knows he's not gonna win this battle. And I just looked at her and I said, oh yeah.
No way you said oh yeah. That wasn't your response.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
Listen. In my mind, a lot came after oh yeah. In my mind, I said, oh yeah? You funky bitch. Fuck you and your homegirl. I don't like nothing about you. I don't like your halter top. You're 35. I'm tired of you. And you know what? It's not that she was 35 wearing a halter top, because we are not sitting here shaming anybody for what they wear. You can look really good. It's the style. Their whole style was off. I didn't like it. I didn't like nothing about them. I don't like your voice. I don't like those cold, piercing eyes. I don't like anything about you, ma'am. And here I am slaving over this espresso, which you cannot see behind this machine. So if I want to take a fucking look down at your drink and phooey, I might, but I won't. And never did I do anything like that. But you understand what I'm saying? It can go there. But here you are talking crazy to me.
That's tough.
Cause you must have somewhere to go.
Nah, man.
And here's the thing: I respect them doing things in timely fashion. You understand what I'm saying? And I definitely wasn't dragging my feet on making her latte, right? But it's just like some people when
she saw the chatter. She saw you having fun.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Some people,
they see you having
when they feel
fun,
inconvenience in the slightest way.
Oh man!
And they see you having a good fucking time. It now becomes their mission to shit on you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, fuck. And it's crazy because you see it in little psychological games. Like, one day I made the mistake of walking into Target wearing a red Champion hoodie. You work here? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
A red Champion hoodie?
Yo, like, hood up.
Hoodie?
I look like I work here to you?
With the hood up?
And it wasn't just because if it was just the high 14-year-olds, because that's what's crazy. Like 6 14-year-olds, eyes red as the devil's asshole. Look at me in my gym just talking about some, yo, you work here, bro?
I'm gonna just laugh.
Get your little ass on somewhere before I call your fucking mom. Do I work here?
Yeah.
I work across the street, you dick. Fuck you, nigga. Shout out to the babies. We love them. They're the future. But them little niggas was smacked as fuck walking around Target. Wasn't even gonna buy nothing. Why the fuck you care if I work here, nigga? I do. What do you need? Because I can point you to the bathroom where you can go get high.
Yeah,
what y'all just in here sobering up. Why the fuck you talking about do you work here? You know what I'm saying? And God bless them, I was high myself. So we was both trying to stay out of each other's way. But it wasn't just them, right? It's just random niggas. And you just like, it's just like people, when they walk into places where they expect to be catered to or served in some capacity, they just go on autopilot. It's really strange. Yeah. I ain't never been the type to be rude to waiters.
Goes out the fucking window.
We got a man who shall not be named, who everybody is terrified to call a Uber when they with this nigga. I really be wanting to tell him I'm banned from Uber and zell him for every Uber ride. Cause he just get disrespectful with Uber drivers.
It's
First of all,
it's crazy.
And G be doing Uber So like sometimes I get a first-hand account. That's one of our mans. You'll probably hear him on the pod at some point. Sometimes I get a first-hand account of like certain shit, right? Like, why are you going this way?
What?
I feel like, isn't it quicker that way? My son like, ma'am, I promise you, I'm not taking my own route. I'm right here on this Uber GPS. This is where it's telling me to go. Please. And I'm on the phone worried because I'm like, you black.
Yeah.
These are clearly two white chicks that got in your car.
Yeah.
And they are not liking the route you taking away are going. And women have a real reason to be afraid of Ubers. Like a lot of women will take pictures of the license plate of any man's car that they get in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or share their location immediately upon getting in the car with a man. So, and a lot of women are reasonably afraid of being trafficked. Right. So definitely totally understand where people are coming from. But then it becomes scary as a guy because you like, I know that people could imagine some shit like this going down.
And I'm not one of those
Here
guys.
I am as the shit people could imagine going down. Like, I don't like this. I'm not, you feel me? But oh man, you can't be the nigga that's telling the Uber driver where to go unless he totally going in the opposite way. You feel like he should have took this street? Okay.
Right.
The only reason you could feasibly be mad about that is because you already late to where you fucking going. And that's not his fault.
There are also times where you may know like a little bit of a shortcut throughout the route. You know what I mean? Like, because I myself definitely will tell the driver, like, yo, you can just keep going straight instead of like taking this underpass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like
instead of going on this little highway right here, you could literally just go up the block, make the left.
But like, say you be driving, right? Like as a nigga that drive though, right? Wouldn't you understand if the nigga was like, boss man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know this neighborhood like that. I'm following the app. Can you let me do that, big dog?
To be honest, bro.
Oh, you going up?
To be honest,
if a nigga tell you let me do my thing, you going up?
Nah. Let me do my thing is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm literally giving you like a shortcut. Like I'm not even trying to. And my thing is, like the tone is everything. The way you say things is everything.
So a nigga can't tell you let me do my thing.
After how I tell him the way I tell him, no, fuck out of here, nigga.
Nigga said, I'm not gonna be nice to you.
Nah, nigga.
Because you know you gonna say it nice. You like, yo,
bro, I'ma say
if I get some cold energy after I'm nice to a nigga.
Because now it's like, yo, bro, what you talking about,
I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing like being wild polite and catching tood.
Yo.
Oh my God. Because you a hoe now. And that's the thing. But the crazy shit is, no matter what you do after, they hold you first.
And it didn't even have to go there.
And whatever they did to you is funnier than whatever you do back because nobody expected what they did to you. So it's like, you can't even win.
They got the one up.
You can't even win the funny. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't
now you gotta up it. Yeah. Now you gotta up it.
Or you gotta walk away wild cool. Like, yo, I ain't gonna cap. The other day, a fiend played with me in the street.
Nah.
And it was raining, right?
Nah.
But it had stopped raining. So I had my umbrella like a cane. Yo, bro. He said, excuse me. We walking on the sidewalk. I'm about to walk around him. He go, excuse me. I said, yo, what's all that?
You said, yo, what's all that?
I said, what's all that, bro? Come on.
All right.
Son said, what? What? I lifted my umbrella and I pointed it at him and I said, all right, nigga. And I pointed at him like something was gonna happen to him later. Like,
nigga said I had to instill some fear.
All right, my nigga. I see you, G.
Nigga said, I gotta instill some type of fear into this pussy nigga right now.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If he'd have ran up, he'd have got done up with that umbrella. I ain't gonna cap.
Straight up.
He'd have got done up. I ain't gonna cap.
Straight up.
But it was just like,
niggas Donatello using that shit as a staff, nigga. Like, yeah, right on him.
I'm in a button up with a tie on, putting an umbrella to the fiend. Like something gonna happen to him. Nothing's gonna happen to him. He knew that. You know what I'm saying? It just don't matter when somebody play you first. You just gonna take that L, son.
I ain't going for it.
And some niggas are smart, but the thing is, you could walk away from it in a cool manner too. You could be like, wow, really? All right. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, when somebody play you, because sometimes you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win with a fiend.
And sometimes it's just not worth it.
Yo, I remember my senior year in high school, some chick in the hallway in front of everybody slapped the shit out of me. Don't even remember for what. She thought I had played her, and I didn't. Like, she thought I had said something disrespectful, and I didn't. And she slapped the shit out of me, and I just was like...
No questions asked, no like...
She slapped the shit out of me, and I looked around, and everybody was like, oh, shit. And I was like... That niggas ain't getting me. And I walked away. Went home. Are you crazy, nigga? Are you crazy? You can't win every battle.
You can't win that one.
Am I supposed to fight her?
Nah.
I'm not, right?
Can't win that one.
Because you don't hit girls, right? Because it's wrong, right? And we know this. And we understand this. And we don't respect any women. Therefore, I didn't hit her.
Yeah. I had to get out of there.
Nor did I feel like I had to disrespect her. I feel like if you know, you know. I feel like any nigga that felt like I should have done something about that is a wild. It would have probably did some shit that I wouldn't have wanted to do.
And there are niggas that are walking around this earth that would have definitely handled that in a complete opposite manner.
And I would judge them.
Me too.
I would be like, you wildin'.
You're bugging, bro.
And it would be like, yo, the judge said I need a character statement. Could you? I'd be like,
Ooh. That character statement is just like, that shit might come with a price tag.
That's when you gotta have a real conversation with your man. It's like, bro, you know it's not the first time you did that. Now, here's the thing though. On some real street shit, it is what it is, right?
Right.
But if we not talking some street shit, sometimes it's like, yo, this is court shit. Your mom couldn't do like, where your mom at? You got 6 brothers and sisters. Why I got a sign here that you're not gonna do this shit again?
Isn't that a sign?
And you already told me you was gonna do this shit again. We friends. You forgot that? But you already told me you about to do this shit again.
The fact that the people closer to that person than we would be, right? Essentially.
Sometimes them people ain't as close as y'all is, and
exactly.
And that'll make you ask a question.
Isn't that a sign, my nigga?
Well, some people's family is fucked up. It's not always, but sometimes.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. 50% of the time, 50. I feel like that's a fair number. 50% of the time, if your mama don't fuck with you, cuz
it might be you.
50% of the time, I really need to know why.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna sway more so 45, 55.
In which direction?
In the direction of the moms.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
In the direction of the moms.
Listen, if your moms don't fuck with you, if your aunties and them don't fuck with you, if your mans don't fuck with you, it's you. It could be one of any of those, but if it's all of them, it's you.
That number shoots up.
It's crazy. And my whole thing about it is like, yeah, I'm saying 50-50. Yeah, if your mama don't fuck with you, you're probably a bad person. You're a terrible guy. There's a reason why.
Or she's a piece of shit. Either one.
And that's why I say 50-50. I think I'm being very fair there. Well, I'm like 1 out of every 2 of those situations.
Or both.
The parent is probably.
There are.
You got a mix of both.
Yeah, you have your moments where it's both. Like,
shades of gray, my nigga.
Yeah, like the mom ain't shit. You ain't shit. Y'all both ain't shit.
That's a very nuanced viewpoint.
You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers just be OD petty with each other. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to get the last word. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you moving like that amongst mother and son or mother and daughter, you know what I mean? That's just like, oof. It's tough. That's tough. Like, you got to get over that.
And family shit is tough. Family shit is always going to be tough. There's kind of no way to get around that, right? Like, family shit it's just that. It's family shit. Everybody gets to choose how they handle family shit differently. And a family is this interconnected web, and everybody has a relationship with somebody that is independent of your relationship with that person, right? But a lot of the time, there's little pockets within families where you feel like your relationship with that person should come before their relationship with that person. But it's like, at the end of the day, somebody's trying to balance 2 relationships. Fuck who they care about more. That's between them and God. You trying to balance two different relationships, and that stuff becomes like tough. It becomes difficult no matter what you're doing. Now, one thing we're gonna always stress on this pod is that we two working men. We pay taxes. You understand what I'm saying? So there's certain things that apply to our lives, right? I don't know about you, but I've been one thing that I've been challenging myself to do lately is to understand finance and the economy in a greater capacity than I had before. And it's been difficult. It's been humbling, but in a lot of ways, well, one thing, I think I'm at a point in my life where I need things to do. I need challenges. I try to discipline myself and better myself in certain ways, and having something to try to learn about gives me like a goal, right? And like, I'll be real honest with you and with whoever's listening to the podcast. Like, one thing that I think that I've struggled with in my life, Tom. Some people would say I'm pretty young. I'm 26. One thing that I've struggled with in my lifetime, I think, is consistency. I have always found it really difficult to string together positivity and hitting goals for consistent periods of time, right? And you ask yourself things like, am I a self-sabotager or whatever the case may be? And chances are you are. A lot of people are self-sabotagers. They self-sabotage. One thing that we're going to always do on this podcast is try to be honest about what we go through as human beings. I won't say as men.
Right.
I won't say as women. I won't say as black people. I won't say as white people. We'll talk about all that on this podcast. But as human beings, there are just things that many of us across various cultures who live in this country and in countries like it can relate to. And I think we'll always try to touch on those things, and mental health and some of the things that we go through, and sometimes getting in ruts and the things that we've tried to achieve or haven't achieved. I think will always be things that we'll never be afraid to touch on. And me personally, I've always struggled with consistency. So now I'm at a point in my life, I think. Some people say that the male brain doesn't finish developing until you're like 25, 26, right? But like, I'm now at that point where I value consistency and understand the worth of consistency. So trying to teach myself about like economics and finance and the ways that I'm trying to do, I think it directly impact the quality of like my life and my spending habits and stuff like that.
I think, bro, that is a very shared struggle. Yeah, like I definitely feel like a lot of people share that struggle with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like myself included. You know what I mean? Like consistency is tough, no matter what you're doing. Like in all aspects of life, whether you're just trying to work out. You know what I mean? Trying to get in the best shape of your life. Whether it's you're trying to find a better career path for yourself.
Trying to treat others and yourself better.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of mental health work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you can apply that goal to a lot of different aspects of your life. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like that's the downfall of a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and in keeping with talks about like finance and stuff like that, it's really the key to finance, right? Like one thing that, and I'll share something, and I don't really want to be the guy that's recommending books for people to read, especially like books in the vein of like self-help, because I think that's a very slippery slope. I've definitely read some self-help books that I've benefited from, but like at the same time, like I think that there's like an over pushing. There's like a self-help culture right now where like people decide that they're smart and that they're winning in life because they've read a bunch of self-help books, and then people try to give people life advice, and the summation of that advice is read the self-help book.
Try to essentially capitalize off of it.
Yeah. But even saying all that, I'm just saying like I did read like a book that was really motivating to me. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon, that I thought was a pretty good read. And like it just, one thing that it emphasizes, like there are certain rules and principles to money, and doesn't matter who you look at. Like in terms of wealth, right, which is like compounding money and like compound interest and all that stuff is like keys and secrets to wealth, having your money work for you in certain ways. there's rules to that shit, and if you deviate from the rules, you don't get the results. One of the things people say is like keep an expenditure, right? And so I've been keeping a more tight recorded budget, right? I use a budgeting app, whom I won't promote because they do promote via podcast and they don't pay us. But I've used a budgeting app and stuff like that, and so like I have like an allotted amount. The way it shows you is like based on how much you make, and based on your outstanding credit card debt or whatever the fuck you have and all that shit. Based on what you make, you will stand to either break even, save this much money, or be down this much money. Like to be spending more than you're making. Yo, trimming that shit down and realizing what I had to hold myself to on a month-to-month basis, because some months you will deviate. Right? Like, some months you will deviate, but you try to put everything you can into categories. And for everything that has a category, there'll always be like an other section, but for everything that has a category, you allot yourself how much you want to spend on a monthly basis, and it will tell you whether you will be breaking even, or whether you will be saving yourself money, or whether you will be losing money. Wow, trimming that shit down was humbling.
Really seeing how much things you spend money on, how much things that you have to now decide, all right, well, I thought this was a necessity, but in actuality it wasn't. And now I have to not put my money into said object or said service. You know what I mean? Like,
knowing how much money you spend on bottled liquor and weed a month will humble you.
Yeah. Yep. Your habits are a bitch, man. Your habits are a bitch. And that's everybody.
Knowing how much money you spend going out to grab drinks with your mans. Going out on dates with your shorty.
Trying to flex. Going to the club.
Will humble you. And that's the thing about finance and money, is that it's rigid in that way where it's like, yeah, cut back on this to do a little bit of this, do this, move this around. But you will. Because everything costs money. You will cut the fat somewhere.
Something has to go.
Or you will get nothing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or you will spend more than you make and you'll be in debt.
And there are the very few that are okay with nothing. They are completely okay with living at a bare minimum to save every dollar that they possibly can.
Yeah.
And shout out to those people.
And what it really is about is it's about the sacrifices, right? It's about the things that you don't. It's about not eating this as often as you want, so that when the time comes and you want to enjoy this, you can enjoy this, and you can enjoy this maybe to the fullest extent, right?
Start making lunches instead of buying lunch every day.
Yeah, or maybe like don't go out for 3 months, so that you can like. Instead of like, maybe if that's the thing that keeps you from going paycheck to paycheck and having a little bit of extra money, and then when you make money, that money goes on top of that money, and then, you know what I'm saying? Or like put 10% of your check away, send it into a separate like savings account that you have, like a high yield savings or whatever the fuck you want to do. Whatever your decision is, and then you want to invest it or whatever you want to do, like, right? Like, but you just want to do like small little things like that, right?
Yeah.
But making those changes has been difficult. And the key to those changes are consistency. Like adhering to a budget takes consistency, like a level of consistency that I may not have demanded from myself previously. Like, it used to not matter how much money I was making. My intention was to live check to check. I was going to spend as much money as I could. I was. But I was just like, I don't know. I just like, niggas be having them shopping demons too. You know what I mean? It's not just niggas want to put it on girls and all that. Like, oh, like women, like they like to shop. Niggas like to shop too.
You want to splurge on yourself.
Niggas like to shop too.
For sure.
And then we like to call the shit that we buy like it's not shopping. You know what I'm saying? You was shopping, nigga.
Yeah.
You just bought nigga shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just bought season 1 through 12 on Blu-ray of Dragon Ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just bought 78 episodes of Dragon Ball, nigga.
Yeah.
Because it definitely don't go by seasons, but it's still like, you know what I'm saying? You just bought 78 seasons of Dragon Ball on fucking DVD set, nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
And why would you do that? Because, I wanted it. That's why.
Upgraded your gym membership so you could have guests. You did everything you wanted to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Got some new accessories for your game setup. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Probably
all that is shopping, gang.
New TV.
Yeah, you shopping.
Yeah.
You bitch you.
Mm-hmm. You bitch you.
Shopping like a Yo, speaking of wow, apologies. Anyway, Brittany Griner's back.
Whoa.
Whoa, what? Don't do this to me, man. Don't do this on our
How
pod.
do we segue?
Don't do this to me on our pod, man. Just let this happen. Just let this smoothly go. Ease on by. This don't have to be none of that.
BG is back.
Brittany Griner
Putting in that work, though.
is
You saw her?
back.
Did you see her?
Got them jail muscles, nigga. Yeah.
Can we talk about her basketball game? Did you see how she was giving it up on that court, though?
Facts.
Pop the tray.
BG.
Gave him a little shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yay. With the sky, yo, little hook action, yo.
Yeah, one thing you don't have to worry about Brittany Griner is her taking for granted anything going on in her life right now. And with all due respect, I am so glad. Aren't we glad that Brittany Griner's home?
I'm fucking so happy.
I love that Brittany Griner is home. God bless America. Nah, I won't go that far. I don't dick ride America. I don't dick ride countries because I don't believe in nationalism. But y'all didn't come to this podcast for that. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Brittany Griner for getting home now.
Right
now. Mm-hmm. Oh man, they let a real one out of jail to get Brittany Griner home. Jesus Christ!
It had to be done. The
things I've heard about the nigga that they traded for Brittany Griner. Undoubtedly the most legendary trade in WNBA history. You have never, ever seen a more lopsided deal. And shout out to Brittany Griner and her lovely wife and everything that they have going on. But I just want to say that the nigga who we let go in service of returning Brittany Griner to this fucking country is a motherfucking legend in these Russian streets. He don't play no games. I heard he blow shit up. I heard he tear shit down. I heard he'll do it to you. And he'll do it to me. For real. Shout out to Kriglovsky. I don't know. Shout out to that nigga, man. No, actually, pardon me. I just put us on watch list. Not shout out to him, but yo, legend. Doing his thing outside, I guess. Again. And that's just a little crazy.
So you don't think he's locked up back home?
For doing his job?
What you mean doing his job?
I think he was like a government agent for Russia. Oh, nah. He wasn't just doing shit because it was cool. I'm pretty sure he was doing shit on behalf of the Russian government at the time. I have to do some more research because I refuse to sound. I refuse to sound any more stupid than I probably sound right now.
We got to fact check.
I absolutely refuse.
We must fact check that.
And I am off the tequila, but I will say, hey, but that's the tricky shit about life. You're in a foreign country because a lot of the Russia has a great women's basketball scene, and a lot of the players in the WNBA will go overseas to play in the off season. And that's the thing about being a citizen in another country. You will be like not too concerned about certain things, and you could end up being a political fucking pawn, dude. A political fucking pawn. And like Brittany Griner became like this national story, and she was able to secure freedom, and I love that. But imagine not being anybody that anybody cares about. You think they giving that nigga up for you?
Nope.
Yo, they gonna be like, what'd he do?
Regular Joe Schmo.
He get money? No, not really. So he don't contribute to the economy in no serious way? No. Do people like him? Will there be civil outrage? Nah, just his mama and them, really. Who they want back? The GOAT? Nah. Hang that phone up, nigga.
Oh, man.
Nah.
And it's not making national news.
He gonna rot. Forever.
That shit not making news either. Forget about it.
Never.
You gonna have to make some calls.
You gonna be 10 years into your bid, and they gonna write a cute little think piece on you in the Athletic, like,
and it's gonna
America's most unknown foreign prisoner.
And it's gonna be aired on Netflix.
You gonna be in that bitch with gray hair talking about some, yeah, and they just forgot about me. They beat me here every day.
They just forgot about me. It's crazy.
Oftentimes they forget to call to feed me.
Is that means to now? If you can't beat them, join them. Is that the type of situation?
Join them how?
Like, yo, they obviously turned their backs on me. Right? Just playing devil's advocate.
Oh, I'm open to bargaining from jump.
Yeah.
Yo,
like,
gang.
Yo, they turned their backs on me. So like,
listen to me.
What's up? What y'all need me to do?
I was offering that from jump.
Secret agent.
If I'm in
Secret Agent Billy, Secret Agent Biggs.
If I'm in a Russian prison, I'm gonna be looking like Lil Meech. Sir, I swear to God, I didn't do this. Sir.
I'm a minor, sir. I'm a minor, and I need to get my ID.
Sir, relax, please. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Russian prison, what y'all need, man? Say what y'all need. I'm real far from home, man. Hey, none of the homies speak Russian. What y'all need? I'll put it on wax. What do y'all need?
It's up, bro.
What y'all need? Y'all need me to go home and wear a wire?
They don't want to hear none of that shit from my
But the crazy shit is, you gonna go home, you gonna betray them and just be like, yo, them niggas violated. Where were y'all? But you know what's crazy? That espionage shit gets sick. Russia might come and get you. You might not be safe. Yo, it be Chinese niggas that come here. China come and get them, boy. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be knowing China came and got them. Niggas just be like, damn. I mean, really, it was theirs to deal with, but damn.
China come and get them?
It be tricky when you offer somebody asylum and niggas come get them. Like they die under mysterious circumstances. You know what they be saying? Like, 2 shots to the head. Worst case of suicide I ever saw. Like, real suspicious circumstances.
Maybe we shouldn't be talking about this. Next thing you know, we on the headlines.
Listen to me. It's suicide. 2 shots to the head. All right, bro.
2 shots to the head, suicide?
Any nigga that...
How?
All right, man.
That's a fast finger. That's a fast trigger finger. Might be the fastest on the planet, in history. 2 shots to the head, to your own head. You was able to pull the trigger twice.
Or somebody smoked you.
Yeah.
I'll take somebody smoked you for 500, Biggs.
That's crazy.
But you know what's crazy? Niggas get smoked every day, B. That's why I stay out the way. I don't want to know no crazy secrets. Don't tell me.
Don't tell you.
Don't tell me. I want to read about it when it's already common knowledge.
When they already watered it down.
When it's all when the reports have already been out and a lot of the niggas involved are already in jail or dead. Don't make me privy to no super underground crazy shit. Right. I want to read about it in the Wall Street Journal like everybody else.
That's insane.
I want it when it's fair game. Don't give it to me early, baby. I don't give it to the motherfuckers that need to know shit. Like the president probably knows some sick shit. And he just like, boy.
You mean all presidents?
And this ain't to venerate the position of presidency or anything like that.
But
like,
they
we
all
don't
do know some sick shit.
We don't dick ride politicians here, but what we will say is just the president probably knows some sick shit. And he probably like, yo, the president might get told some shit, and then he might be like, all right, and then his secretary leave the room, and he just throw up in the garbage can real quick, like, what?
Because it was intense.
Because whatever niggas told him was crazy.
It was just too crazy.
He had to hold it down. He like, all right, Johnson, gotta step outside. Right. What the fuck?
I don't think I can fathom a statement that somebody tells me.
They're gonna be like, yo, aliens fucked a dog in Newburgh. You're gonna be like, no.
I don't give a damn.
Nah, you sick for that. You sick for that.
don't care.
Somebody call ACPA, man. ACSPA. Who are them niggas?
An alien fucked a dog? Why do I care?
Because they don't know that dogs are that much different than you, my boy.
My thing is, it's an alien. What the fuck are we gonna do? An alien from where?
You don't want smoke? You don't know what the government got. You don't know what NASA got and shit.
Listen.
You don't want smoke?
Listen.
Say, man.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Mm-hmm.
If other life forms from wherever the fuck they came from, let's say another planet, let's say another universe, from wherever they came from, or another galaxy, right? If they were able to come here, right? A place where they are not from, a whole nother planet where they are not from.
Okay.
Right? And are able to survive here and like plant themselves here without us knowing. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Let me ask you something, man, because you said...
No. Answer my question. What the fuck are we going to do about that shit? Nothing. That's the only answer. There's nothing we can do.
There's another
answer.
If
other life forms figured a way how to get here, and they know how to travel from another galaxy. I don't know. They know how to travel. This nigga gonna ask me if that's his flip. I think so, nigga. It's next to you.
It feels like, man.
But they know how to fucking travel from another galaxy and get here, pinpoint Earth, and live amongst us. Or let's say they came from another planet.
It sounds like you're not ready to grab your gun if aliens invade.
Yo, what the fuck that gun gonna do?
I'm fighting for humanity, dog.
What is that gun gonna do for real, though?
I'm fighting.
Let's really talk about
so you gonna lay down and die? I'm not doing that, bro.
Bro.
Not for no fucking aliens.
Bro.
What you want?
Bro, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna fight. But listen, I know I'm gonna die. I know I'm dying.
You don't know nothing.
Listen, bro, we dead. Bro.
Yo, the government might come hand up some crazy weapons like, yo, we gotta fight.
What crazy weapons?
Lasers.
Billy, what crazy
fucking
weapons?
Lasers. Dude, I'm fighting for the planet, bro.
Right,
dude, I'm going hard.
This ain't fucking Battle for Los Angeles, my nigga. This ain't no fucking movie, bro. If aliens really came here...
Oh, but it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It has to be that, bro. It has to be that, bro. Because listen, otherwise... Bro, I'm not getting steamrolled.
They have, all that means is they have access to technology we can't even fathom.
Listen, we probably been on their shit, bro. It's just not us going.
We probably been on their
It's just not us going, bro.
Who the fuck is we?
I want smoke, man.
Who the fuck is we?
I want smoke, man.
Who the fuck is we? Because it's damn sure ain't me. Listen, and it damn sure ain't you, nigga. You ain't about to hop in no fucking time portal or no fucking spaceship that's about to take you to fucking Pluto,
Nothing
nigga.
On the planet Earth has conquered humanity yet. So I'll be damned if some other funny-looking cats from outer space come in here and overwhelm us.
Say what you want, bro.
Man, like, I will not be overwhelmed by some pussy-ass alien species with nothing to live for. And you know who else is really pussies? You know what? In this last little bit of podcast, I want to give you a theory of mine. Mm-hmm. You know who are fucking pussies? Mm-hmm. Ghosts. Mm-hmm. And you know who's the pussiest? Motherfuckers who let ghosts control their living in their house. Some bitch nigga who... No, listen to me. Some bitch nigga who can't accept the fact that he dead.
Right.
Is throwing a fucking tantrum. Yeah. Like some kind of fucking... Excuse me.
Child.
Like some kind of fucking child in your home. He don't pay no rent.
Or she.
And that's the shit. Like in all the ghost movies, ghosts be like, this is my house, get out. All right, nigga. Let's sit down at this table and iron out some of the details. This is how this works. All right. This is what I paid for the house. I have a deed. You used to have a deed. Yes. Says right here, you died, nigga. You lost. You played the game of life.
And you lost.
You lost. And quite honestly, I did my homework on this house. I know how you died. You're a goofy. You tripped on your kid's toy and fell down the stairs.
In all actuality, would you live in a crib that you knew could be potentially haunted?
You want to know the guys on this truth?
If it was super fire, if it was like super fire crib.
You want to know the guys on this truth? It depends on how much smoke the ghosts want. If nothing's getting violent, I'm in there.
He said some slam doors, some lights turning on.
Oh.
Yeah.
It'll be a rough month as I acclimate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it won't be easy. I'll have some sleepless nights. But you know
I
what?
had some moaning and groaning at
You
night
get you a
and shit.
badass golf hoe. Get you a badass golf bitch. So, like, you know what I mean? She gonna scare the shit out you. You're not gonna want to be alone with her, really. But she'll keep you warm at night when that type of shit is happening.
I don't think I want to get that.
No sane woman is gonna be with you
I don't.
as doors slam
I want
and
that
the
because-
ghost screams in your
I don't
home.
think I want that because I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like those type of women would egg it on. You know what I mean? They would feed more into it and would try to bring like a Ouija board and all that other shit. And yo, listen, once the Ouija board comes in,
Would you fuck with a Ouija board?
No. Yo, if you pull out a Ouija board, I'm leaving. 100%.
So if a bad bitch pull out a Ouija board,
I'm
you're
leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm gone. Are you kidding me? What? Yo, you pull out a Ouija. Yo. Yo, no explanation. Yo, it was a great night. I enjoyed it. You have a good one. Are you kidding me?
listen, in my wilder days,
Are you kidding me?
as a younger man,
Nope. Not I.
as a younger man,
Not I. You want to contact? Yo, what is wrong? Yo.
listen,
Yo.
21,
Yo.
21, listen, fuck this Billy shit. Y'all know me for a 21-year-old leak. Let's get to Ouijaing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
A Ouija. Like, bro, I'm on that shit, bro.
I
like,
feel you.
is we Ouijaing or what?
Nope.
You feel me? You
Nope.
said you wanted to Ouija.
I don't.
Get in, loser. We're going Ouijaing. I'm going crazy on the Ouija board. Are you shitting me?
Nope.
A piece? A dime?
Not me.
An assist?
Not
If an
I.
assist tells you, you know what?
You are absolutely out of your fucking mind.
So you're saying you couldn't do the haunted house thing at all?
A haunted house? Yes, because I know that that's fake.
No, I'm talking about like if your house was really haunted,
Oh no.
even if it was wavy as shit.
No. Because there's a lot of other wavy cribs that are not haunted, so I'll just go get that.
That's the part they don't say though. It be money sank into the crib, and I just don't know if the bank is gonna give a fuck that the house was haunted. Like,
not.
I don't know if you can void a mortgage on the
No.
grounds, and I
No.
don't know if there's haunting insurance.
Nope.
I feel
Nope.
like there's no haunting insurance.
Nope.
I feel like
Nope.
somebody has haunting insurance. Like, somebody in this country
No.
definitely thinks
No.
that they own haunting insurance.
No.
Shout out to the nigga that sold them that.
They got robbed.
I got a bridge to sell that same person in Brooklyn. Hit me up on my Instagram. I'll sell you the deed. It's $25
Dead ass.
that I need for some weed.
Right.
But somebody definitely thinks their home is insured in case of a haunting.
No.
And that person is the same type of person that will have a haunting because they will think there's one even if there isn't one. And they will be shocked when they find out that their premium haunting insurance is not valid.
And it doesn't cover shit.
But that's the other thing. Like, all right, so if you took out a mortgage on a house and it's haunted, now we have life, right? Because this is the thing that and honestly, I'm surprised this is not like the real crux of more horror movies where it's just, and it's in there, like it's in the air in a lot of horror movies. But like the idea that like, yo, you don't just switch fucking houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do in certain horror movies. And like, listen, if it's a fucking dramatic, real haunting and nobody believes you and you have no other option and your children are in danger, you move houses if you can, right? Like, but it just will cost your family terrible forever. And you will be working for the bank for the rest of your life.
You know what I would do? If I was stuck with the house, like let's say I make a purchase like that and I was stuck with the house, I would make it into a haunted house attraction. Let's make this thing make money for me so that I don't have to live there.
Just try to make enough money to fucking stay in a hotel every night. But what if
No.
it's one of those ghosts that follow you? Like, what if it's not like a house ghost?
Nah.
Because that's the scariest thing. In some
'cause
movies,
I
they think
there's
it's the
rules
house.
about it. I think there's rules of it. So like ghosts, there's one certain rule where ghosts they're bound to like wherever they're at. So
That's
like,
certain ghosts in certain stories.
Right.
In certain things, like even like Sinister, right? Like the ghost bonds with the child, and then they move houses, and they realize it's not the house.
it's the child.
The family that moved in this house lived in this house, lived in this house. Like the ghost bonds, and then it goes with you. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying. So it's like different ghost stories in different cultures have different aspects of ghosts. There are some ghosts that are bound in houses because a horrible thing happened in their houses, but then there are like some things that are like demonic spirits. Right. Or like ghosts that aren't attached to that house, they attach to people.
Maybe it's not a ghost if it's following you around. Maybe it could be a demonic spirit then. You know what I mean?
Whatever it is, boy, money will get in the way of you fighting that motherfucker, boy. Because you're not going to want to be laying in a fucking ditch somewhere with the ghost. At least let me be in this fucking AC.
Nah, yeah, if it follows you around, we're going to have to thug it in the house.
Also, I'm not opposed to getting along with said ghost. How cool is this nigga? I'm a cool guy, bro.
I'm also
There's
not
probably
opposed.
a misunderstanding. He might not know how cool a dude I am, bro.
I'm not opposed to just completely ignoring it.
That's...
I will act so oblivious.
Where your furniture, cuz? Like, it's gonna be hard to ignore it when
I would act so oblivious to where, it's just like that same movie. It's just like when he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking ignore it.
Nigga was reading the newspaper and shit was flying around.
The shit out the newspaper in his hand and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was opening every drawer, everything he was trying to do, smacking it out of his hand. Like that's what it's gonna have to come to. You know what I mean? Like, yo, if you want a reaction out of me, you're gonna have to literally. When I have my phone in my hand, my phone literally is just like somebody just takes it out of my hand and just flings it across the room. Then I'm gonna be like, "Oh, word, that's what we doing." Now I'm gonna give you the attention you want.
But that's what's gonna have me at odds with the ghosts. Like, we damaging property now, bro.
That's what we doing.
We damaging property, cause that's the thing that makes ghosts some real bitch ass niggas. You not man enough to cough up no rent money. You won't get out of there and work your ghastly ass a job. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't chill,
none of that.
I'm about to read
and that's
the
my
Bible
thing.
on your
I'm keeping us good. As a ghost, you should want a good tenant. You should want a nigga that could be cool with you because they're gonna keep selling this house. You keep scaring niggas out of it. Or you just like scaring niggas. Or let's talk. Or sit down.
And if that's the case, I'll turn this motherfucker to a haunted house. Go ahead and do your thing.
I just think a ghost ought to sit his translucent ass down so we can have a fucking conversation because niggas gonna keep moving in this house. You gonna keep scaring them out. Get somebody in here that you can get along with because somebody gotta pay the motherfucking bill. This is money. It's about the money. Maybe not for you. You've passed on. This will keep happening. Let's be reasonable. You're angry. You've been angry for 80 years, you sick fuck. Let's talk progress. You know what I'm saying? That's why ghosts is bitch niggas. First of all, you can't accept that you die. You died and you can't pass on like a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, fuck.
Hey, yo, I just want to just thank whoever's listening to this. Thank you for listening to us talk about fucking ghosts.
Nah, because dying ain't easy, bro. Dying gotta be tough. No, because that's the thing. When we imagine dying, bro, we imagine this glorious send off with our family all around us. Sometimes some stupid shit happen. Like, yo, God bless. I'm not commenting on the quality of his death, right? But in a way I am. I'm gonna pull up, man. It's some kid, and he was a part of like some auto club, I think. My man's knew of people who knew him. And, people who are in auto clubs will tell you stories of like seeing people die, honestly, or getting in horrible accidents where they think a person died, but they don't know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, this fucking kid was like jumping between like these trucks, and like he fell in between like the bolt of these two trucks, and he got crushed and died. Sometimes you die like that, and you wasn't expecting to die, and you don't know you died. Sometimes you get hit in the head with a straight bullet, and you die. You didn't know you were going to die. And this is morbid. Now we get a part of the podcast where somebody like, damn, this sucks. Listen, I'm just talking about what could make a ghost. a drunk driver
I'm
jump
not
a
gonna lie to
curb
you.
and smoke you,
I'm
you
not
might be
gonna-
a ghost. Now you on that curb scaring niggas.
I'm not gonna lie to you. With all due respect to the dead, with that first scenario you just painted,
I fin move up.
Coffee, yo, listen. Coffee actions get you coffee results. You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing on said truck? What are you doing?
Oh man. I mean,
Yo, did you see the news article about the teenager who died on top of the fucking train?
nah.
Yo, there's a whole new trend of these kids. I think like mainly in Queens because it's always like on the 7 train, and they're getting on top of the train. Like they're literally surfing the train cars.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I didn't read it. All I know is I saw the pictures and I saw a small clip of a kid who got hit by something, blood everywhere. And he's on top of that train, and the paramedics up there. Like I guess they're trying to see what they could do. Yeah, he was done.
Finished.
He was done.
Finished.
And I'm like,
honestly,
yo, what the fuck are what are y'all? Yo, this is fun to you?
I mean, first of all, it's definitely fun. It's got to be fun. You know what I'm saying?
Super fun.
It's got to be fun as shit. Like honestly, it sounds fun. It's just the risk reward factor is not there for me. Sorry. I that's not how I choose to play with my life. I drink more than I should. That's how I choose to play with my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to get on a train and surf. Yeah. I will slowly destroy my liver over the course of 30 years.
Yeah, that was insane.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing about being a kid. You make some terrible decisions.
Yeah, we all have.
You make some. I ain't never surfed on a train.
I never did that.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never even thought about it.
Everybody has their own terrible decisions.
Life is not a musical. You are not just finna be jumping on and off of Charlie's, motherfucker. You will perish. But that's the thing too. Like, shout out to having third world parents. You have a constant understanding that you could perish out here. Like, since I was a child, it has always been a clear thing that, like, you might do something that you absolutely won't come back from. Yeah. Do everything possible not to get ended. Yeah. Watch the way you cross the street. I remember every time I almost died crossing the street. Because I'm like, boom. Just coming off my lunch break.
It could have happened right there.
That could have been it. Could have just been folded. You know how much a car weigh?
You're losing that battle every time.
You know how much a car weigh? First day of physics, you understand why a car will kill you. Weight, velocity, you're
inertia,
done for.
The inertia,
you're done for.
Yeah. Impact. Yeah. Whatever the formula is for that shit. Yeah.
Now you asking, do you want to survive?
It equals fucking death.
Do you even want to survive?
Word. And then for like the few that it doesn't equal death, where it's like, yo, every bone in their body's broken. You know what I mean? Like, now you gotta pee through a tube.
Bro.
You gotta be fed.
And that's the thing too, like let's say you get shot. Like getting shot in your torso, like you might need a shit bag or a catheter.
It's insane.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, bro. Like here you was.
It's just real life shit we talking about.
Here you was, shit normal.
It's real life shit we talking about right
now. Now you shit in a bag. That's on you. Crazy. Listen. Things are getting crazy. And honestly, y'all should shoot over and check out the Salt and Nest podcast, which is the basketball podcast that we do. Because we actually giving a double feature tonight. I mean, this ain't going to get uploaded when the Salt and Nest podcast get uploaded, but you understand what I'm saying? We going to cross-pollinate, or whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and get ready to record that other episode. And we're going to tuck y'all in with this. You understand what I'm saying? It's been Billy Black and
shit, motherfucking boy Biggs.
Another fucking episode. PYO boys in the building.
You dig?
Real gentlemen.